Welcome back, fellow bush babies, to another episode of Minecraft, where behind me you can see the house, and today we are just coming off of that big decoration episode. Now, I want to save the actual reveal of the decoration for a world tour, so I'm not going to be going in the house today, or at least I'm not going to be going in there on camera. But today, I want to take a look at the board because it looks like we have a lot of requests. Do we even have this many villagers? Alright, build a school for Andrew. We need more lights outside from Frank over there. Build a hospice for Greta. These two, this one and this one, are just reminders. So, alright, we want that fountain from Barry. Alex has left a note in the box from Andrew, and Cecil has left a note in the box. I'm not sure who Alex and Cecil is, but they're probably the guys in there. So let's see. Um, let's take a look at these real quick. First, we've got, who's this? Alex. Andrew's been going on and on about this schooling idea, and I just ain't the guy for it. Only thing I want or need to know about, or need to know, is how to swing a blacksmith's hammer, and I ain't been doing that since I've been a wee villager. Being a zombie ain't put out this fire what burns in my heart. Only thing doing that is the lack of a place to work. Seeing as how you're building workplaces for all the other folk, mine's setting me up a blacksmith shop. Alright, well, we can give him a blacksmith shop. We'll put that back for now. We're not going to be doing that today, but we can do that. Alright, and this is from the guy named Cecil. I've really enjoyed staying here, but seeing Frank and Barry follow their dreams has inspired me to do the same thing. Barry was just telling me the other day that meat is hard to come by without a butcher around to supply it, and I'm got to thinking, I'm a butcher, I could supply it. Back in my own hometown, I was the best butcher, able to sell the best cuts of meat around. Well, till the zombies showed up anyway, but I want my old job back. Now that the town is growing, maybe it's about time to look into building a butcher shop. And I think it goes without saying, but I'd be just the one to, or just the guy to run it. Alright, so he wants a butcher shop, and the other guy wants a blacksmith shop, which, you know, judging by their job titles, of course, that's what they would want. So we'll leave these two up there for now. We want that fountain by Barry, and we need more lights outside by Frank. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of an answer out of these guys. Hey there, Frank. Alright, let's see. Spamming torches everywhere would be fine, I suppose, but it hardly makes for an attractive town. He's already just disgruntled. Uh, be quiet over there, Frank. I'm reading. I think we need to at least get some streetlights, don't you? Try to make this place look a little better. I wouldn't mind seeing lots of torches everywhere, really, but I think that some more decorative lighting would do this place wonders. Plus, the spawning around here is getting to be too much. Light this place up better, and we might just stay open later like we used to. Well, that's fair. I mean, you did close up because of all the break-ins. Oh, hey! You have your name above your head. That's awesome! I bet I know what this is. A couple of episodes ago, I ended up saying that I kept forgetting the villagers' names. I think it was Andrew. I kept forgetting his name, and I think that they've taken that to heart, and they're actually just giving me their names now. I bet Barry's got the same thing. Hey, Barry. Hey, Barry, you guys are the best citizens I think I could ever have. Alright, so that's the menu. Barry the Butcher. Every time I look out of the window at that big stone circle in front of your house, I imagine what sort of beautiful fountain could be sitting there. You've had that thing there for a while now. When are you going to build the fountain? I think it would really bring the value of our town up. Come on, now that you're done decorating your house, why not think about decorating our town a little bit more? Well, again, that's fair. I mean, I don't want to give you an axe. You might go a little bit nuts on me. I have had that there for a while, haven't I? Barry, you guys are the best. You know what? I bet that the villagers inside the house have probably got the same thing. And I know I said that I wasn't going to be going in the house, but I'm kind of curious. I really am. Let's get in the house and see if we can find any of the other villagers just kind of lazing about. And you'll get a little bit of a sneak peek at some of the extra stuff that I added. Alright, where are you guys? Okay, I hear one of you, but I think you might be upstairs. Andrew! Andrew! Hey, buddy! Andrew, you guys are the best. You guys are the best, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are just awesome. I'm gonna give you hugs. And I bet the other guys are like that too, but you know what? We're not gonna get crazy about going and looking for them. Today, instead, what I think we need to do is we need to head down into the mine and get some cobblestone because, like the villager said, we need some lighting, and I think that we could use some cobblestone walls to plan out where these street lamps are going to go. I suppose I could bake them out of wood, but I kind of want to reserve my wood. And I do think today is going to be more of a city planning episode, so sit tight for that because that's going to take a little bit. Alright, now let's get back upstairs. Now, coming off of that giant episode, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people won't watch that just because of how big it is and just, it was all decoration. But I thought that it kind of had to be done, you know. We don't want to do too much without showing it on camera because I know a lot of people like to decorate their own stuff. So let's put one right here. And we'll kind of make them on both sides, maybe. Like that. We'll put some in this corner. In this... Oh, not that. It's a good thing I still have this on hand. In this corner... we'll move that torch and we will put one here. We're not going to put one over there because that's going to have flowers around it. So we're going to have to be careful where these actually go. Let's see, we'll put one there. We'll put one right in here. We'll put one right outside his house or his shop or whatever. Then maybe come over here and put one around here. Put one here. Put one right around in the middle of here. It's not really the middle, but it'll have to do. Then here and here, and we're going to have to get in the house because it's actually starting to turn night. So you know what? I'm going to get these posts put in, and I'm going to get the things that we need for today, and I will be right back. We're just finishing up the very last pole. I thought I'd do that last one here so that you could see what I did, but I think it's kind of obvious what I did. I don't think people really, really need to see it, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll make this one go this way and that way, and then a glowstone on each. And there we go. We're at least getting it started anyways. We'll be continuing on then down that way with the road. We'll build a bridge at some point, but for right now, I think the lighting situation is done. We have at least some decorative lights in. I didn't kind of want them on both sides of the road. We could put them like every zigzag kind of thing, but I think this is fine. I didn't even space them out. I just decided to go on a whim and find out where they go, and here's the result. So we now have some streetlights. I may even have put in too many. Who knows? It looks a little cluttered, but we'll see what happens later. Oh, we could put one right down here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put one there. Throw that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there. There we are. Alright, now, a little bit of city planning going on. As you can see, I've got all of this stuff. We are going to plan out where some of this stuff is going to go. And the first place that we're going to plan out, I think, is going to be the hospice. The hospice is going to come off of the back of the hospital. There's going to be a little door back here, probably an iron door, in the back of the hospital right here. And there's going to be a hallway that comes down this way to the hospice that'll be right here. So we'll clear out this area a little bit. And I want to avoid this part. I don't want to destroy the well, because the well is just kind of our symbol of a place that used to be here, I guess. Like, I would imagine that there aren't just wells out in the wild. So something used to be here, and these villagers may very well be the villagers from the desert village, or they could be the villagers that used to live here. So we are going to kind of preserve that. And I'm going to outline where this hospice is going to be. Pick those up. We're going to leave a little bit of space between here because they are going to be two separate buildings that are connected by a hallway. So let's leave for about 5 spaces between. Well, let's get rid of that. And then... And it looks like the sun is starting to go down, which means that we're going to have to go and sleep soon. This is actually going to be okay, and I'm not going to waste any more brick on that. But it'll come out like this. And let's go in here real quick and sleep. Hey, Nurse Greta, was it? Greta, you're in on it with the villagers. I'm so happy. Let's throw that down real quick. Nope. There we go. There we are. Get out through that way. We don't have to disturb that pressure plate. Let's take a quick little jimmy jam around to make sure everybody's okay. No spawns, no zombies. Awesome. Alright, now, this hospice I think is going to be kind of large, in fact. This is going to need to go, and I don't have a shovel on me. I don't think I've got... No, I don't have any wood to make one either. So if you'll just bear with me a little bit. This is going to continue with brick, or at least it's just going to continue, and then we'll have the end, I think, of the hospice around here. Maybe out just a little bit more. In fact, let's just bring it right down to the shore. And this is going to be a particularly big hospice because it might double as just an apartment building or something. I don't know. It's just a little halfway place between the villagers getting their own place, or the villagers getting out of there and the villagers getting their own place. So let's see, we're going to come down this way. Nope. Stupid weeds. And there. That's actually a very, very big hospice. Well, the villagers do need room, so it's not going to be too bad. We might have to make it a little more interesting looking. In fact, let's do that. Let's bring this down by a little bit. But this can change at any time. So, here's going to be our hospice. The place where the villagers come after they're discharged to just rest and wait and all of that. And maybe we'll have, like, reception over here. That's what this little area will be for. How does that look from our house? I think that looks okay, don't you? Obviously, you're not going to be able to tell until we actually have the place built, but, you know, whatever. We will absolutely get this fixed. We will make sure that everything works okay. And, of course, you know, from here, midway in here, we're going to have a door with a little hallway that kind of leads around into here, so that the villagers can just come right on over. Alright. We've got that taken care of. Let's move on to the butcher shop, which I think should be somewhere near... Okay, should be somewhere near the restaurant. And it's not going to be nearly as big. Actually, we can break one of these things. More lights. Build a hospice. We want that fountain. We need more lights outside. We can take this down now, because we've already done that one. Alright, butcher shop. The butcher shop is not going to be nearly as big as the hospice is. And we want to start this a few away from the road. How much is it usually? It's about 3, right? No, about 2. So we'll go about 2 back. 1, 2. And if we need to replace materials because we're going to be building it out of something else, then we can do that later. But I think I think that's about as big as it needs to be, and then it can come back. Come back this way. And let's make it back to about there. Oh, I've gone over too far. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. Alright, and then the butcher shop's entrance is probably going to be around here. Looks about right. Now, the school. The school? We might just need to build further out for the school. Or maybe we can put it around here. Yeah. That seems like a good idea, because after the villagers get out of there, you know, they can come right over to the school. And the school, once they're out of school, they can come over here. This isn't going to be like a kid's school, I suppose. It's going to be more like a institute of learning, I guess, where people who want to learn can come over and take classes. So we're not going to have a lot of rooms, like classrooms. I think we're probably only going to have one or two. Um, I'm kind of trying to decide whether or not I like this idea for the hospice or not, only because I'm a little bit concerned that it's too big. But I suppose... I suppose an outpatient kind of area would have to be, just because there would be a lot of rooms in it. I don't know. I'll probably work on this more off camera and actually figure something out, because I'm kind of drawing a blank here on what to actually do for the size and the shape and the actual function of this. I wanted to kind of build a sort of medical facility, you know, where people could come over after they were discharged and they get cared for and all of that. But they only need a certain amount of time to recover. And then once they're recovered, they don't really need any more medical care, I guess. So I think the idea of this just being a halfway house between them getting their own place and them getting out, I think that's a better idea than actually having a medical facility. So I know she asked for a hospice, but technically she really just wanted them out of her hair. So I think this is going to be the best of both worlds. Well, let's do this real quick and then get inside and sleep. Ah, the shops have closed up. Hopefully now they'll actually readjust their times, because I did do what he asked and I did provide a little bit more light. Maybe we'll spam some torches down too, I don't know, but we will just have to see, I guess, because I really would like them to stay open later, but they're not going to do that if they feel unsafe. Alright, so now we're trying to decide where to put this school. We've already got the butcher shop over there, I'm going to just call it a hotel or an inn or something. We've got that over here. Now we just need to figure out where the school's going to go. And we have the blacksmith to be concerned about. I think the school would go really well up here. And it does mean that we're going to have to deal with a little bit of uneven road, I guess. But we'll bring it out from here, I think. Then round this, this way, and back by here. Might just be running out of this stuff. Maybe that's too big. Then back this way. It is going to be a fairly small school. It's not going to need to fill like a ton of spaces, because, you know, we don't have a lot of villagers, and we don't have to worry about the villagers having a bunch of kids, you know, filling this place up. Well, maybe they'll have kids, I don't know, but I kind of doubt it. So far, they're all guys, and there's not exactly a whole lot of kids to adopt. So I think this might do for a school. We might just run out. We gonna we're gonna make it? No, we're not gonna make it. Aw, man, so close. And I don't have anything else with me, but you know what? I know what we can do. There. That'll pretty much be the door anyway. And then we'll fix it later, but this is just kind of an outline anyway. We don't need to worry about it being the exact replica. And then we have a path with stairs that come up to here. And, you know, we'll fix this little area up to make sure that it doesn't look weird. But for now, we've got the school planned out. And the last thing we need to do today is we need to figure out where we're going to put a blacksmith. Now, a blacksmith... a blacksmith shop is going to be loud because he's going to be hitting metal and, you know, crafting weapons and armor and stuff like that. So that's going to be really, really loud. And I think I'm going to kill this chicken first. There you go. Goodbye, chicken. I don't think that would be very welcome here in the actual town itself. So maybe what we do is we bring it across this way. Let's see, if we had built this over just a little bit more, we actually could have continued the road out that way. But maybe instead what we do is we follow where this road would be, and then we build it over here, just right across from here. Let's see, how does this area look? Guys, we are expanding our territory. Oh, look, an egg. We are going to be expanding our territory. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call this episode because I will have to clear out all that space. I'll have to build the road and stuff like that. But by next episode, I'm going to have that little... I'm just going to call it a hotel now because I can't really think of it as a hospice anymore. But I'm going to have this hotel figured out. I might even start working on what the floor plan's going to be. Then we're just going to have a few episodes of us building a few different things. I'm going to fix the road. I'm going to send it all the way over there so that we can get back and forth. Which means that I am going to need to build a bridge, actually. That's going to be fun. So we'll bring the road up this way, and we'll probably... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the road up this way, but I'm not going to bring it down this way. I'm going to have an elevated bridge that comes up from here over to there. Because then what we can do is if we need to get someplace in a boat, we can just drive right under the bridge. So I think that sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a plan that I'm going to put into motion. And yeah, that's about it for this episode. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that, you know, you got some building ideas or something like that. And you know what? If you have, ouch, any building ideas for me, please feel free to send them along and let me know. I would absolutely love to hear from you, to hear what you think that I should put in our town next. Like how I could improve things, lighting suggestions, even villager name suggestions, because you know what? Sometimes the villagers might not even remember their names. That's right, Frank. You know, every time I come in here, you complain. Every time. It's rude. It's rude and I'm leaving. Goodbye, sir. But I think that that sounds like a good idea. I would love to hear from you guys, what you think, what you feel, what you like about it, what you dislike about it, any kind of feedback at all. And we're going to be clearing out this list of stuff. And probably once we end up getting the rest of all of this built, maybe even, you know what? I just remembered I want to leave a note for myself before I finish this episode. So we're going to leave a little bit of a note for me. We need to build a farmhouse. Alright, that line will just have build a farmhouse. Alright. And then we'll just put me. So, these are all of the things that we're going to have to do in the next few episodes, and it's quite a bit, but I think that we'll be able to manage it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun expanding this place, and then after those things are finished, I'm going to put up a little bit of a world tour so that everybody can see all of the progress that we've made. And I think that would pretty much do it for season one. I know that been a bit of a short season, but I've kind of been getting on my feet, so it's been a little bit of a rocky season two, and I'm hoping that the start of season two will be a lot better. So, I've been stalling for long enough. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the episode, I do hope that you leave a like. If this is the first video you've seen by me, and if you enjoy my content, I do hope that you subscribe because that really does help the channel. So do likes and comments. I really do like comments. I would love to hear what you think that could be improved, what you think could be added. You can give me building suggestions. I just hope that you don't link me to tutorials because this entire world is going to be a world of my design. So no tutorials are going to ever be followed in this series. It's all going to be my original plans. But again, thank you very much for watching, and remember, Bush Baby loves you!